What's going on, everyone? Pit River Pokemon back at it again with another video after a long awaited ban, lift, I guess you can say, suspension to be ended. Uh, Today's video is going to be kind of like a Vancouver regional breakdown. I got back from regional last week. I had a busy week. I did not make day 2, unfortunately. Here is the list I ran. I'm running Cloth, no Terrapagos, not at all. Yeah, so I'm just showcasing the deck, seeing how it performs, showing you guys how it works, telling you guys why I didn't use Terrapagos, why I don't think Terrapagos was the move for this. My second choice was Goldango. I kind of wish I would have ran Goldango with the matchups I had. There's some matchups obviously you want to avoid, and some that you don't. We got a Canceling Cologne in here for the Guardy, which does help a ton. Makes that matchup a lot easier because they like to hide behind Klefki along with other decks out there now. I saw a lot of Dragapulps running Klefki in there and stuff like that, and I get around that with the Canceling Clone, so makes it fairly easy. Yeah, overall, this is it. I don't know why it's all spread out separately like this. That's just, I guess, how it entered. But 4 nest balls, all that fun stuff, 4 booster capsules still. Yeah, let's jump right into the video and show you how it works. Have it pulled up here, and we will dive right into a match. Let's talk about match 1. So for regionals, I ended up playing against our Chaladon for match 1, game 1, or whatever, round 1, and I ended up going win-win. Right? They were close matches. He wasn't super familiar with the matchup, so for example, when I promote, that's when checkup has to happen. Your checkup doesn't happen until I promote. So at one point when I had hit his Chaladon, I had promoted my Petrum before checkup, and then got the 8 damage counters with the checkup, and then ended up knocking out the Chaladon. I kind of treated it similar to how I treat Dragapult, with like hitting with Cloth, 240, checkup, bring up the Petrum after they knocked me, and pretty much win the game that way. So it's kind of how that goes there. Let's see. That's pretty much not that bad of a start. Itchy Pollen is huge. I'll get to it later on in a different matchup. Ooh, Chimpao should be interesting. I don't really have anything else I can do right now, so I guess I'll just probably just pass, I guess. There's not really much I can do, so that's how that goes. Yeah, I ended up beating him that way. Game 2, I ended up using a spicy little tech in here that I have. I swung a Blood Moon Saluna for game at the end, plus Black Belt. Black Belt Trainer does the extra 40 damage to any EX in their active spot. I am not having the best of the time here. I thought somebody just walked in, so yeah. But yeah, that's how that first matchup went. Second matchup, again, our Chaladon, and I was just not wanting to face our Chaladon. Honestly, that was probably like my worst matchup. I knew there was going to be a lot around the room, but like I wasn't expecting like to hit 3 in a row. Those were my first 3 matches, is our Chaladon, our Chaladon, our Chaladon. This one went a lot different. I went lost, so now I'm 1-1. I just couldn't get anything going. Like, it's just, I can't hit 300 with Cloth or any of my attackers in the deck. Bududa, they don't need a ton of items, so can't really do much there either. If he doesn't retreat this Frigivax, it's dead. So yeah, I ended up losing both those matches. Wasn't the most ideal. And then I go our Chaladon again. I was like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. This one was ended up being a tie. Oof. Let's see. We'll do Arvin for Secret Box. Okay, Secret Box is prized. Let's see what else is prized. We'll go Nest Ball then, and then we'll go Nest Ball plus, I guess, the second Mochi. That sounds right. Yeah, what does suck about it, low-key, is not having the Vulture Orb in here, because, yeah, I don't need it. And super effective glasses, I don't need those, because Zard's not really a problem right now. But with that being said, ooh, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should be able to shut him down with just this. But it's I didn't really need those, but it does suck because I don't have what do you call it? Oof. We'll go here and here. And we'll go with probably you for now, because I'll need the damage later. I probably didn't need you right now, but I'm going to Iono anyways next turn. Yeah, overall, you know, it sucks not being able to use Force Seal Stone, which is super nice. So that wasn't the most ideal thing. He's probably going to scoop. Yeah, he'll probably scoop here. But, yeah, that wasn't the most ideal thing. And hitting the Chaladons kind of sucks. I went win-loss. Same thing, I ended up cleaning up the mess with Blood Moon at the end for 310 without Black Belt this time. Make sure to keep track of my, prize mapping and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much how that went. The next one that I had was Goldango, which is also not favorable, but I felt better. That's why I had the Black Belt in there, so I could swing with Claw for the 280, take out the Goldango. Just couldn't get the sequencing right. Not the sequencing per se, but couldn't get the playoff pretty much. I was just having a hard time getting the playoff. I feel like he doesn't have the best of hand, and I kind of just want to go and promote another one. Oh, yeah, that's game. That's GG's. Okay, now we're good. I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously a rookie at this game still, seems like. It's mainly because I haven't played a lot, just because the whole ban situation. So that sucked, but, I'm back finally. My suspension ended the day before regionals, so I kind of lucked out. That's GG's there. This thing could be really deadly. Swing with Badoo for 80 is just cracked. But yeah, I ended up going against Goldango. I went win, loss. Yeah, I don't really remember how I even pulled off the win. I guess I just caught him with too much poison. He couldn't get set up fast enough. The Badoos, no items, all that kind of stuff was just too much for him. But he came back and beat me twice after that. So yeah, that shows that much. Go to game 4, right? So now I'm what am I at this point? I am 1-2-1. We need to be 5-2-1 to make day 2. At this point, I have to clutch up and win every single match that I have ahead of me. My next match after that was a Raging Bolt. Favorable matchup. He did run double Bravery Charm and a bunch of, all his switch cards and all that stuff. So he was able to, kind of avoid the poison for a little bit. I did end up, lost vacuuming and swinging for the 240 and all that kind of stuff. I kind of just had my way with it. Game 1 was easy, I guess. Game 2 was a little closer. But yeah, he played it pretty well. I just ended up kind of cooking him. Raging Bull is kind of fun to play against with Cloth because you swing perfect numbers. After that, I ended up facing an older gentleman. He was running Snorlax Stall, and I do remember I ended up being like, I wonder if he's running our Chaladon, because I looked him up and I was like, see, what he's got going on. He had our Chaladon in San Antonio. He did not run it out there this time. He ran Snorlax. He said he really likes it, and it's his last chance to run it and all this stuff. So he wanted to run Snorlax. That was probably the freest matchup I had all day. All the Jets I have in there. There's 2 switch cards. And the type advantage, plus Badoo for item lock. So it's he couldn't really do anything. I ended up just getting. This is a matchup I would like the Electrode in, but it looks like I'm not gonna get that. Okay then. I don't know what to do here then. We'll go Ultra Ball, you and you. We're going to squawk this hand away anyways. We'll go with you because I don't want to waste all my resources like these 2 right here. We'll put this on him. We'll put this here and this one here. And then we'll squawk it away. Ta-da. If I can get a... Badoo's not bad at all. I'll take the Badoo. Then I'll do this. If I just had the Petch, I'd be able to knock that out. Yeah. I think the poison does matter at this point. Maybe it's just 1, but the 1 will help me get it to 320 with Blood Moon if I need to later on. So, not too bad. But that's kind of how that went. Ended up facing against the Snorlax player, free. It just ended up being too much, He was unable to get more Pokemon out. And... the item locking, 80 damage, and Cloth as well. Just keeping attackers on my board that I knew I can hit hard with. Hard enough to beat a Snorlax player. His A-spec of choice, I think, was Hero's Cape. He had Mimikyu. Yes, guy scooped as well. So that's how that one went. My next one. So now I've won my next two. I have 2 more matches left. I need to win both matches to qualify for day 2. Nerves are building up a little bit. I get to my 7th round. There was 8 rounds that day, and I play against Lost Box Pikachu Lost Box, with the Pika, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This girl played it pretty well. She was really fast with a lot of it. I ended up just the Badoo lock with the 80 damage over and over and over again. Just it was too much for her to really recover game 1. So she ended up scooping game 1 pretty much towards the end. Like, there was no way she was able to win without getting the MP very much for 3. But since I kept Badooing her with switch cards to heal those Badoos and keep it going, she couldn't really do anything at that point. And plus, I Iono'd her at one point as well, so she lost all those cards. I only played the one Iono, and that matchup is huge to know when to play it. Played that correctly, won that, went 2-0, or no, I went 2-1-2. Game 2, she did get the MP very much on my Luminion for 3 prizes to win the game. So shout out to her for that. So now we're 1-1, going to game 3. I just kind of ended up same thing, having my way with Badoo and just no more Pokemon coming out. Win game 3. Now I'm feeling the nerves. I'm feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty good. This guy's gonna take forever. And I go into my last match, 8th round. Pressure's on, do or die moment. Gotta win this. And I play against Miraidon. Okay, now hear me out, because I already know what everybody's thinking. How'd you lose to Miraidon with Cloth when you're favored that heavily? I feel like, especially like the way I play it. And yeah, he looked me up as well, which was funny. He said this would be his 4th regional to day 2 in a row. He was a good player. He played the matchup perfectly. But pretty much how it went was I won the first one, and he knew I was playing Cloth, right? He saw what I did in Sacramento. He's like, yeah, I kind of figured you were playing Cloth. And I went first. Mariah wants to go second. Like I said, I know you guys thinking, like, how you guys lose that. Like, because I said I didn't make day 2, and I should have really made day 2. But we start the game off. All he has is the Magnemite or whatever it's called in the active. And that's it. That's all he has. He had other basic Pokemon in hand, too. Keep that in mind. But that's all he started off with. Forgot that I was playing Cloth, even though he had just looked me up. And, yeah, I ended up just donking him. Turn 1, right? Turn 1 donk. I think I started Petulant. So it was just Root Bonnet, Tool, Poison Pass, game. Like, literally lasted 2 minutes. Just, it's over. Cooked him. Go to game 2, and I lose the next 2, okay? Spoiler alert. Game 2, we start. We still have a ton of time. I know Miraidon's playing fast, so I know we have time, and, we got 2 matches left. I just need to win one of the 2. Yeah, so I know I need to win one of the 2. We go to game 2. He plays it perfectly. He goes, and keep in mind I have like pretty much the worst start, so he goes second again. And let's see, yeah, he goes second again, and then what did he do? I can't think. I'm playing a wall deck. I wonder if I'm playing a wall deck. Yeah, he goes second. He has a phenomenal start. My first turn, no, he went second this time, so I still went first. My first turn, I had to use Secret Box. I had like a dead hand. I had 1 Pokemon active. Like, there's nothing I could do. I need to swing. So I ended up just going and just pretty much doing exactly that, using Secret Box, playing it the best I could. He keeps it very smart. He does 2/2/2 with Iron Hands. So it goes 2 to knock out whatever I have in the active for the perfect amount of damage. 2 prizes, right? I knock out his 2 prizer. He knocks out my 2 prizer. Or he knocks me out with another Iron Hands, the second one. I knock out his 2 prizer again. So 2 Iron Hands down. I know he needs Boss KO for game. He ends up top decking Boss, I believe, and just game. Miraidon's charged up. Boom. Boss up Fez. GG's. Is what it is. I'm like, okay, no big deal. Am I going first? This is my first turn. It's my first turn. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, we'll go here and here. But yeah, so I end up losing that one. We get to the last match, right? And him for 160 right now. It's crazy. Is it 160? No, I hit him for 130, right? Wait, what? Okay, that's what it is. I didn't have my tool on there. I'm an idiot. But yeah, so I end up hitting him for that, right? We do whatever. We play our game out. He beats me game 2. We go to game 3. Same exact thing happens. He has the most broken start that I've ever seen a Miraidon player have. Has everything. He goes first. Obviously, I choose to go second. I'm playing against a Miraidon. I don't want him to just go second, swing with hands. He ends up being able to charge up an Iron Hands first turn and having a Rotom out, instant charging, everything he needs. I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? This is like cracked. I should have Ultra Balled and Squawked. That was stupid. Yeah, let's just go here. Let's knock this out and then swing at that next. I don't know if I am able to knock it out, but we're going to find out. But yeah, so I ended up just, playing it the best I could, doing what I had to do. He beat me. It went 2-2, same exact way. I was unable to, my first turn going second, I was unable to boss KO the Iron Hands that was completely maxed out on the bench. I just Badooed him. Hopefully, I don't get KO'd, twice in a row with Iron Hands because I knew that one of them was coming regardless. He knocked me out, got him back, knocked out his Iron Hands, so on and so forth. And then it came down to the exact same thing where he needed boss KO to win, right? He had a V-Star, for Seal Stone on the bench right there on on his Raikou. So he had plenty of chances and plenty of ways to get what he needed to get going. He ended up just being able to do whatever he needed to do to win. He had Iron Bundle on it. He used that. Got out of, and I Iono'd him too. I Iono'd plus, he had Force Seal Stone, lost Vacuum that away. Ooh, that's so much better. And I was like, okay, cool. I did everything I could. I couldn't have played it any better to guarantee the win. And yeah, I was like, hopefully I don't lose right now. Pretty much. He ended up getting his Iron Bundle off. I promoted Single Prizer. He needs boss to win. He fezzes, gets 3 more because I have type advantage, so you can use Fez. It's not knocked out by poison at that point. Ooh, fuck. We'll go here. We definitely need you out. No poison. But yeah, he ended up being able just to sequence it perfectly. Fez didn't get anything. Got rid of a couple more things. And Ultra Ball, he I don't know if he restarted for 2 more and then Ultra Balled Lumineon Fez, and then Lumineon boss KO Fez, same exact thing. And it was just he played it perfectly. I was like, bro, hell yeah, that was congrats, man, that was sick. I was happy for him. I thought that was cool how he was able to pull it all off. So yeah, I just ended up congratulating him, and it was cool. Let's see, I could probably win game next turn, maybe. If I go you, and you, I guess, and we'll go research, and we'll go with, no, I don't need research, I need, it's priced. Okay, we'll take research. We'll take you, and you, and probably end up taking a Nest Ball. I think that's going to be the method right now. We'll put this on you. We'll Night Stretcher for you. And we'll bench. We'll use this to grab this. And then we'll pass. But yeah, he played it perfectly. It was over at that point, I went, participated in some of the events on the second day. Nothing crazy, just some random things. I got to play in a 2017 retro tournament. That was cool. Shout out Evan. And yeah, that's pretty much how my day 2 went. But as you can see, how I'm playing the deck is kind of pretty much how I played it there. He's gonna judge me into pretty much nothing or everything I need. One of the two. Perfect. I can just go Nest Ball plus Double Turbo on a Cloth plus Binding Mochi. I could promote here and then do that, retreat, and attack. I could play Arven for Petch and then KO him with whatever you call it. It looks like I'm going to have to use that instead, but I can KO him with a Petch Poison Pass. Okay. I mean, I could probably just go KO here plus, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. I do feel like I want to grab that. I also don't at the same time. Let's go colors for now. And we'll go U plus U. Yeah, we'll do this. I don't want to give him another Pokemon right now. We'll go here. I can Fez. That would be kind of nice. Just because. See what other cards I can get in hand. We'll flip the script. Cool. Let's see. I want to go here with Cloth. And then we'll go here. What else can we do? What else can we do? Yeah, that's GG's. If he doesn't do anything now, I bring it up Cloth and I just win. So, like I have Artisan in hand to bump the stadium. It's just GG's, and I don't even need that because just put double turbo, 2 double turbos on a Cloth and win the game. I actually did that against Snorlax player. Had a second double turbo in hand, and he had his third Temple of Sinnoh out, and I put a second double turbo on that Cloth and swung out his only Snorlax out on the out in his active spot. He had no other Pokemon out, so it's just GG's at that point. But yeah. That's pretty much how my regionals went. I am going to be heading to Monterey. Going to Monterey next. Then I'm going to Portland most likely, and then NAIC. So if you guys see me out there, come say what's up. You know, I'm always stoked to meet new friends and play Pokemon together. You know, I think it's a blast. So come say what's up, and yeah, that's GG's. That was a weird screen effect. I don't know if anybody else noticed that. But I do have Binding Mochi with this as well, plus Fez. So, I mean, either way, I think he knows it's GG's. And he'll probably scoop. I mean, I'll probably scoop at this point. We'll just Fez to see if I can just get it off of Fez before I have to do anything else. Perfect. Either way, I think I had it. 170 plus, I don't know, probably. Ah, dang, okay. Forgot. GG's. I mean, it's as simple as that. This deck, to me, this deck is broken. The reason I ran Cloth, no Turtle, for the moment everybody's been waiting for most likely, is because I felt like there'd be a lot more Turtle Cloth running around just because it won EUIC. With that being in mind, I'm like, okay, if people are running that, I am favored in that matchup, being more single prize heavy and type advantage against almost everything they run anyways. Yeah, it would have been GG's. So I didn't hit a single one of those. I didn't hit a single Guardy. No Lugias to be found. No Dragapult, which is the most played deck in the room. So, I mean, I played just Archaludon and Goldengo, I guess. That's what it felt like to me. Then a weird spread after that. So, you know, one of my buddies made Top Cut, lost an asymmetrical, and, yeah, you know, hopefully we can do something different out at Monterey. I will have, this is a beautiful card art. I don't know when I'm going to be playing that. I have quite a few options right now. Going to do some playtesting with my friends and see what happens, but until then, I will catch you guys on the next one. I'll probably be posting again later on this week, maybe tomorrow or the next day. But just stay tuned for it, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.